Hi, everyone. It's Mitch here with the Puck Dogs for PickDogs.com and SportsChatPlace.com. And yeah, we're just coming here live. It's a day without sports, full day one. It's Friday the 13th, ironically. A lot of people, were leading up to this Friday the 13th, like last week when I was making meetings and stuff. They're like, Friday the 13th, and it's like, who would have thunk it? I'm certainly not a panicker. I'm not known as someone that panics or anything like that. But man, even I went to the store and bought a 15-pound bag of rice. It's like
Yeah.
I can see some of the mainland panicking. I don't see it as I don't see it like I didn't understand why it would hit there. Are they shutting down production at Procter and Gamble for toilet paper? I mean, I don't know, but I know that I live in the middle of the ocean, and it's like there's a chance that they're gonna halt ships from coming in here,
Yeah.
and we're not gonna have any food. We're not gonna have anything. So we got dry, perishable goods. You think I was in a bad mood, Mondays before? Think of me eating beans and water, man. It's not gonna be fun. But it is what it is, and we're going to do whatever it takes. And I'm not, like I said, I never worry or get concerned. So this is really the first time. So, Chris, what are you doing today?
Then I was up at 6 a.m. just trying to prepare. Went grocery shopping. Went to the went to ask for the sports lottery list, and I'm like, wait, I can't do that today. And it was just like it's different, And I've never been through one of these like long. We were through the 2004-05 hockey stoppage, but maybe the NBA when it was locked out until Christmas, but having nothing going on with like this a level of uncertainty like this is just I'm not used to it.
Yeah,
You're
I slept in until 4:20. I slept all the way in. I tell you what, I could still be sleeping now, but we're gonna continue doing this. This is what we do. We're gonna keep the show consistent. If the guys need to miss a day or whatever, it's like it'll happen. But for the most part, we're going to do this show every day, and it'll probably be shorter than normal shows. And hopefully, we'll start announcing. Hopefully, we'll start announcing when things are going to start instead of when things are stopping, like the Masters postponed, Players Championship scrapped after the first round. Eventually it's like the stock market. Eventually it will bottom out. And I think we saw it in the stock market. Most of you that don't know this about me, I used to work on Wall Street and I traded at Lehman Brothers long before they went under, back when they were on top of the world. And the thing is that I understand market behavior pretty well. And basically it is sell the rumor, buy the news, generally. But this is the opposite. It's generally buy the rumor, sell the news. That's the way it generally is. And this one, it was sell the rumor, buy the news. Like all the news is out, all the bad stuff is coming out, all the bad stuff. It's almost the expectation of how bad it can get is almost built into this market. And the companies that are going to suffer the worst, the resorts, the cruise lines, the things like that, they've already felt it. They've been halved and halved again and halved again. And it's for a company like that, it's going to be tough to recover. And we were talking before the show. It's like as a website and as our business, we're never going to get March Madness back. It's our busiest week of the year. It is traffic wise. It's our busiest week of the year. I worked for 13 years to get Sports Chat Place number one. Like when you type into Google any March Madness matchup, we're number one, right? So that doesn't come easy, that's not easy, and that's not, it's not free. You can't buy it, but you certainly can pay for the work to move up the rankings if you know what you're doing. And, but we're going to be fine. I think a lot of these other sites are going to go away. I do. I think that they rely on things like March Madness. I think they're going to have trouble paying people. And it's like of all the people that had the premium area, I think 2 people asked for a prorated refund out of everybody. And I think there's going to be more. Most people said they just want credit for when we start up. It's your choice. It doesn't matter to me. I totally understand both ways. I totally understand it. It's like, it's not, because I know it's like most of the people I give the credit to, they're just going to come back when the sports come back. It's like whatever. The other, it's just easier. The credit is easier, but so what? It doesn't matter. I think that with March Madness being canceled, it's almost like when Major League Baseball had to cancel the World Series. How is this going to affect these sports? I think a week in, I really do, we're going to forget this ever happened. The first couple days we're going to be chomping at the bit, and then after that, we're going to forget it ever happened. But boy, what if the NBA says, you know what, we're going to play out the whole regular season all the way through the summer? Man, we're going to have the best summer of sports we ever had, right? Into those 2 months of just baseball, we're going to get the NBA, man. We're going to have, we're going to get that Lakers versus the, Celtics or, Bucks or, final that we were waiting for, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Anyways, Rod, I kind of haven't gotten to you yet. How's your morning going? I know that, sports is obviously a huge part of your life. Rod is, of all of us, is the most active in the sports community. And what's the general feel out there on the internet about this thing? It's like, I know there's some joking around about, I'm going to bet darts and I'm going to bet cricket and I'm going to bet this other stuff. And back in the day, like when they cut us off from the sports books in the when they had that day where it was like when Pinnacle closed, right? That was a dark day for us. I love Penny. I love Penny. It's like, I love Penny. Wait a minute. It's like, I know there are other online sports books, but I love Pinnacle. It's like they had to send. They're like, "We'll send you your money." It's like, I don't want my money. I want my account. What's the general feeling out there? I mean, are people legitimately betting horses and darts, or is this just kind of like a joke and kind of like that? I think if they're gonna do horses, I'll do horses with everybody. If people want to bet horses with us, we'll do some horses. But I don't want to do horses just for the sake of for now. If we're going to do horses, we'll continue to do horses, forever. So it's a huge commitment.
A lot of people out there. Some people are not going to bet anything. Some people are just finding other things to do. But there are us degenerate gamblers that are like, yeah, we're going to bet on darts. And I looked and I was like, I don't even know who these names are. Where do I even begin to pick somebody in darts? Am I going to flip a coin? No. So then I bet some horses yesterday, because you can get a program and still look at that. So there are some things you can still do, and some people will do that. Some casinos are still open, even though there are no sports. But eventually that might just close down. So people have been playing online poker. I've noticed that was a lot of people are like, well, I'll play more poker online. Some people will play horses. Like some people like horses. I think I've seen a post of somebody liking horse picks already in the group. This morning I've seen a couple.
Yeah, I was on yesterday. I was going to have you guys on, but I kind of just went spur of the moment. It was like they had canceled something else, and I was like, you know what? I have to go on. It's like sitting here, we have guests and stuff, and I just said, hang on, I have to just go on for like 10, 15 minutes. It's like, it's time, So I came on, and there was a horse race going on, and my wife gave out the trifecta, of course, in that race. But it's just, I think that there are other things to do, and as a site, what we're working on behind the scenes is working on some of the other stuff, the stuff that you guys have asked for a long time, and we haven't delivered on. I have a betting section where I've written about 100 betting articles, like all these questions that you guys have. What is a bird cage? What is a round robin parlay? What are this? How do I make a bet? How do I find this? What sports book can I use in Texas? It's like I've written I've written articles. I have all 51 states, including District of Columbia, and I have also probably 100 betting terms. I've never posted them to the website because we weren't sure what was going to happen with the website, right? So it was very much up in the air. Now I have to decide if I'm going to post those at Sports Chat Place and Pick Dogs. I think for the most part, we're going to be focusing this type of content and the evergreen content that we've been doing at Sports Chat, only because for me, Sports Chat is going to be our news broadcast type platform, while Pick Dogs is our community, right? It's like, I like Sports Chat. Sports Chat's awesome. It's my thing, right? I'm wearing my Sports Chat. Ever since we got back, I've been wearing my Sports Chat shirt, and I've not taken it off, right? I'm not taking it's the same one. I haven't taken it off. It's been a month. But, I love what we've done at Pick Dogs, and that, because to me, Pick Dogs is a better community. At Sports Chat, we had the community, but then when I left, it kind of became disjointed. Yeah. Well, I think Spread Knowledge actually last year, this is how long I've been talking to Charles, Spread Knowledge tore it up in baseball. I mean, tore it up. So we've got a lot of money to win at Spread Knowledge. I mean, the only thing that stopped our heater, we're 5-0 in our last 5 at Spread Knowledge on the show. It's like, the only thing that could stop us was this.
Yeah. We were on fire. We were giving out picks left and right.
Yeah. And the bird cages, everything was rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can contact Spread Knowledge. That's what I would do. But Charles is also installing a pause button on there where you can just pause your subscription, and then he'll restart it when things get going again. But in the meantime, he's also, I know, added esports on there. So if you must, he has esports on Spread Knowledge, which Charles, forward thinker right there. I watched, I had taped Married at First Sight from Wednesday, and I missed it because we have guests and stuff. And plus, I'm just so tired recently. So I watched Married at First Sight last night. So I still got Project Runway for tonight. So I'm still set. I got a couple of my other programs. So that's what I'm watching. I asked my wife yesterday if she wants to go to a movie. But then it's like the movie's probably going to be germed. And then we went to Costco. We went to Walmart, and I took that picture that I posted in the Facebook group of all the peeps. And we went to Safeway. We went to 3 different stores. I got a lot of stuff, but we bought a lot of stuff that we're going to use anyway. Like I use canned tomatoes when I make a ton of spaghetti sauce. So it's like we got those. We got a lot of pasta, which I like anyway. Same ones I would have bought anyway, but just a lot of them now, and then not a ton. We probably have enough food for a month, I think, like in that stuff, aside from what we have in our regular pantry. Not a lot of protein there, I'll tell you that much. Not a big tuna fish out of the can guy.
Ugh. It's not the same. It's like eating canned salmon. It's like, what is that? Well, why? Why? What? Why? What is that?
I'll eat it if I have to.
I know, yeah, that's all it is. We're like, okay, we'll eat that. That's all there is.
So I was thinking about, one of the things I was thinking about doing, Boston Marathon is now postponed until September 14th. One of the things that I was thinking about doing at one point, and I still was going to do this, is that I was going to find like a few of my competitor shows out there, and I was going to like eat lunch during it, not even say a word. So like it would be like they would be running on a different YouTube channel, and I would be just sitting here eating popcorn, or I would be sitting here eating oatmeal or something like that. And that's kind of what this show is right now. What are we going to talk about tomorrow? It's like, we'll have to see what's going on. Maybe we'll just ask everybody what they're doing.
Aussie rules football.
I've never seen a stoppage like this.
No, me either.
But this is not just a sports stoppage. This is an everything stoppage. And this is why, the panic is setting in. Uh, well,
Well, yeah, because before
in
even
this one, I would say that you have a good point, except Kansas beat Dayton. They played this season, and Kansas won on a neutral court. So I don't know if you can say that. And Dayton was playing just as well at the time as they were at the beginning. Dayton played even the whole season. No matter, they played fairly even. They were even keeled pretty much the whole season. And when they played Kansas out here in Maui, they lost. It wasn't like they got screwed or anything like that. They lost. They lost that game. Kansas. Yep. Rod feels bad for Kansas because they
were going to win.
Spread knowledge is sports knowledge. Think
so
about that for a couple minutes.
All these teams locked down for the tournament. This tournament was going to be awesome.
Yeah, the German slate is being covered. We have that covered at the websites. The German slate. Yeah, I like horse racing. But the Kentucky Derby is going to get canceled. Or postponed. It'd be weird, like, if they postpone the Kentucky Derby, do they have the Belmont and the Preakness first? And then the Kentucky Derby? It's like, or does everything get pushed back? See, that's like one of those things where it's like is the Masters going to be played after, the next major?
Well, yeah, because they're going to cancel this major, and then it's canceled all the way till April 2nd, 5th weekend, and then they'll reevaluate there. And then the next major that's supposed to come up is the Masters, but
I think they said they're postponing the Masters. I think I read.
They're postponing it now? Put it at a different time?
The Masters, they just said postpone. They didn't say when.
Oh.
There it is.
Put it all up.
Yeah, and we will be on fire again. It's like I'm not worried. You guys know that I did have 2 weeks off when I was fired from my own company back in August. Actually, I had a little bit more time. Yeah, I was fired around August 16th, and our YouTube channel started on September 4th. So however long that was, I took that long off the last time. That's how long I lasted. Anyone else been fired from their own company out there? Yeah, it's a company that they started from the very beginning by themselves.
No, I haven't fired. Though.
I have. It's like that's my cherry on the top of the sundae. It's like I've worked in some really crappy jobs. Like I got fired from a tree cutting service when I lived in Miami. It was like 700 degrees in the summer. We're like cutting trees and mowing grass. I was getting paid $3.50 an hour. I was happy to be fired.
I tried to get fired for my second job. It took me 3 months. I was working a full-time job, cooking in a bar, and my daytime job was working at Superstore. And it was just a part-time shift. You worked 4 hours from like 10 till 2 in the afternoon. Well, I was just general services, mopping the floors, wiping the aisles, making them look all shiny. Well, my bar job, I was working till 3 in the morning, and then trying to come in and work this job, well, I hated it. So then I was trying to get fired. I did all the things. I would sleep in the bathroom. I put the sign up like I was cleaning the bathroom, and I'd have a couple-hour nap in there. And I didn't get fired. 3 months. Finally, it was on my birthday. I'm like, it's my birthday. All of a sudden, the general manager calls me up to the office, and I'm like, I think I'm getting fired on my birthday. So I walked into the office, and I'm like, you're going to fire me on my birthday, aren't you? And he's like, yeah, I don't have a choice. Like, you've been slacking. Somebody said you were sleeping in the bathroom. I'm like, I've been trying to get fired with a job for 3 months. He looks at me and he was like, what? Really? And I said, oh, yeah. Why didn't you just quit? I'm like, because you don't get severance if you quit. I go, and then it looks bad on your EI record. I go, I'd rather say fired than quit.
So on this comment here, I'm going to say that we're going to start to hear a schedule of when they're going to plan to come back. That will be the next step. I think everything, the cancels and everything, and the postponements are now out of the way. The next phase will be when everyone's coming back. So baseball has said, 2 weeks that they were going to postpone opening day. So opening day was March 26th. So that would put us at about March 9th or April 9th for baseball if they go to the 2 weeks. Tennis said 6 weeks. That would put us at around May 1st-ish. Nobody else has said anything.
Nobody else has said anything,
Right. But this will be the next phase, that people will start saying, this is when we're going to come back. Because what eventually is going to happen is they're going to come up with a plan now as to how to play these games without fans if they can't get fans to the game. Because the TV rights alone is worth more than the attendance to the games.
More than
attendance is big, and there's all the the people that work at the stadium and all that other stuff. And
I think 2 weeks. Give it 2 weeks because everybody's got to be quarantined by themselves for 2 weeks to see if anybody is going to contract this, and then they can make a plan. So I don't think we're going to hear anything for 2 weeks.
Yes, the answer to this, yes, I do. I am no longer an owner or part of Picks and Parlays, but I did get Sports Chat Place back. So the answer to this would be yes and no. So, but I own 100% of Sports Chat. I own 100% of Pick Dogs. I own 0% of Picks and Parlays. And I'm fine with it. Masters being moved to October. So that would make it the 4th major. It's actually not a bad idea, man. I think in October it's going to be better. I think it's a better spot for it. You won't have the flowers and everything in Augusta, and I think that's why they have it that weekend. Is because like the azaleas and stuff, they only bloom like that for like a week, So it's like to catch it like that is unbelievable. But I think it's actually going to be a better golf tournament in October. I can't comment on this.
The big horse, the little puppy's growing a little bit.
Yeah, he's a horse.
Yep, he's a horse.
I don't know. This is not my problem. I mean, these are the people that are going to suffer the most, the people that have the most overhead. Las Vegas, ESPN, CBS. These are the people that are going to suffer the most. CBS, I mean, not having March Madness, what does it do to those guys? Not having sports. Imagine, we have maybe all behind the scenes, all total, 25, 30 people that work either directly with us or indirectly with us as consultants. Maybe a little more, maybe 40. Imagine having 20,000. What are you going to do with these people for the next month? 2 months, could be. What if it goes 3 months? Yes. I think it's possible. So the NBA said 30 days. They canceled actually on Wednesday. So that was the 11th. So that would put us at April 11th. I wonder what the schedule of the NBA will look like, though, at that point.
How many games were left in hockey? Dozen?
I would imagine at this point, if you took your NCAA college basketball futures to the sportsbook, you would get a refund. I don't know. You would have to ask them. We have these at the website, NASCAR picks and matchups. I don't know. I don't know. Because the thing about March Madness is that it's not like the NBA where it's like a local fan base and stuff that supports the team. March Madness, they provide upon everybody traveling to these different sites around the country and these different things. And there's a lot more logistics involved in March Madness than there is in like an NBA or baseball season, For me, it'll be interesting to see if baseball extends the season even further if they cancel these games or if they make them double headers, because I've always been a big fan of saying at Labor Day, tell baseball they're done. That's it. We're good. We're good at Labor Day. For baseball. There's no reason
Yeah,
to play it any longer through September or anything.
November.
No
No, we don't
reason.
need.
Start the
Oh,
World
no.
Series right then. Labor Day. Opening first game of the World Series that Monday, Labor Day. Or start the playoffs. Do something. Just stop playing regular season games.
I don't want to see the World Series in November.
Yeah, against football.
First
Good
pitch,
luck.
first pitch of Game 7 on Christmas Eve.
Yeah. What the heck's going?
They're talking about giving the players another year of eligibility if they want it. I think a lot of guys won't take it.
No.
I think that was about Bimmy. That comment there.
Yeah, Benny growing like a weed. Getting to be. You're almost too happy to sit on my lap, buddy.
English soccer, April 1st. If the NHL season is canceled, the Bruins will be named the Stanley Cup champs. Chris, you want that
No.
cup?
It's funny.
They're my Bruins, so I might want it. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I don't think they'll want it.
Yeah, if
I
you
don't
follow
think they
what
would take it.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think they'll take it either.
I don't think they
They'll
would
be like,
take
no.
it. Hockey's a weird sport like that. They wouldn't take it. In baseball,
They did. They'll
There's
just, yeah.
in baseball, they would graciously accept.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Thank you. We won the cup. Yeah,
David
'cause
Cohn was the players rep, was the lead players rep during the baseball strike, and I think he never won the Cy Young award again, like after the strike. Even though he had great seasons, I don't think he ever, it was like he never got anything after that. I don't know what ESPN is doing. I got to worry about what we're doing.
ESPN's going to show U.S. Or,
I believe the
US,
NBA teams are still practicing, that they've been told to continue business as usual.
UFC's still going tomorrow. It's early, really early. I think I've seen that it's 5 a.m. my time, so it's like 7 a.m. Eastern time. UFC for Brazil on ESPN Plus. And Dana White said they're still gonna go. There'll be no fans in the stands, but they're still gonna do the UFC tomorrow, unless they change it today. But as of yesterday, it's still a go.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll just navigate all this stuff together. But yeah, we're just gonna continue coming back here every day. I don't know. We're probably gonna have less and less to talk about as things go on, or maybe hopefully more and more to talk about. But I just want to stay active with you guys. Let you know that we're here. We're all in this together. I mean, we're all like this today. Imagine where we're going to be a week from now. I think a week from now we'll have a better idea as to what's going to happen and
What's
that would
going
be
on?
good for everyone. And then like I said, it's kind of like we're always like football, and then by week 10 it's like, I need to run out to the store, and you're willing to do that in the middle of NFL Sunday. So basically, that's how it works. I mean, some people are. I'm not. First, I would have to get out of my pajamas for that to happen. Why are you doing betting shows when there's nothing to bet on? Why are you watching a betting show when there's nothing to bet on? Ooh. We'll just leave that one up on the screen. I like that one. There's nothing to bet on, but I'm watching a betting show. It's like, hopefully you're watching at work and your boss walks by and you get snagged for doing it and get fired. That would be the ironic one. Well, that's the type of thing that would happen to me. Like, It's like I got thrown out of a concert once for smoking a cigarette. Jerry Garcia at the Orpheum Theater in Boston. I was smoking a cigarette and they threw me out. I only got to see the backup band, which was, and the review in the newspaper the next day. This is true story. It said Garcia gives dreadful concert. Yeah, Robert Hunter was the backup. Garcia gives dreadful concert. I'm just wondering, because you and the big boys are at risk for the corona, old man. I don't know. I don't know if I fit into that corona risk age bracket, to be honest with you. Also, I'm in fairly good shape. I bet you I could beat you around in a 10-mile race. No problem.
I'll take you up with that, but you have to carry a 50-pound box of potatoes.
No, John Paul Lamb.
That makes it fair. If you hold the 50-pound box of potatoes, I'll run you in a race, and we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We're just doing the show. I'm just doing the show to stay in touch with everyone. This is what we do. You know, it's like we're going to continue to do what we do as long as we can do it. It's like we're not going to say, what are we going to say? I'm going on hiatus. And it's like, you know, it's like, we're not going on hiatus. Where's hiatus, Ben? I went to Hyannis, but I've never been to hiatus.
No, I'm going to bet on women's Australian rules football.
Tell you what, man, half those other shows out there anyway. It's like I think they've been quarantined from the corona from day one. It's like that's why no one watches the show. You know, it's like you tune in the show. There's like 2 people watching. It's like they must be quarantined from the corona. You and me both, John Paul. You and me both, man. I hope there's more sports real soon. I hope at least. I think the next thing that we're the thing that we're all waiting for is the announcement of firm dates as to when things are going to start. And then if they can't make these dates, to postpone from there. But at least give us some hope, right? That's all we're looking for is a little hope. Do you think St. John's would have won full game?
The way they were playing? Yeah. They were looking pretty good.
They always play well in the Big East tournament.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we want to just stay in touch. I'll be back tomorrow. If these guys want to show up, they're more than welcome. Probably move it to around closer to 11 o'clock Eastern time because the shows are going to be short, and then we'll move it back when the sports start. This way it lets me sleep in all the way until 5 o'clock my time. Well, if I roll out of bed and do the show, but it will give me about a half hour extra sleep. I could use it. I haven't had a day. I had 2 weeks off, back in August, and that's the only time off I've had in the last 13 years. And any NCAA futures you had? I didn't have any. I think Rod had Kansas.
I had Kansas.
President Trump should allow NCAA March Madness to be played on military basis once the players are fully screened. You cannot rob these kids of their hard work and the teams and their momentum. Well, the thing is that you can because they have already canceled the tournament. Can you uncancel? I mean, I was fired and brought back, so it's possible, I guess.
Anything.
Yeah, anything's possible.
We don't allow political commentary or endorsements or anything on this show, man. On any of our shows or properties, it's not what we're all about. Yeah, so much for my 1.7 million YouTube views a month, right? All that's out the window. Man. Oh my God. Nothing. Oh well. It is what it is. It'll come back.
Right? Oh yeah, it's gonna be like starting over.
It'll be like starting over. But hey, no one starts over like we do.
Yeah. This is like truth. Start over.
Anyways, this is Mitch with the Puck Dogs. We'll see you guys tomorrow if these guys want to show up. If they don't, they don't. Have a great day.